big shout out to the parents. That's not me trying to be funny. Big shout out to our parents, because our parents did the best they can with the tools that they have, of course. So big shout out to the parents. A lot of us, we grew up seeing, dysfunction. Not saying that every marriage is perfect or every marriage is terrible. And we've all seen, traumatizing things. Some people actually grew up in a really solid, nice household with parents didn't really fight much. They didn't get in a lot of arguments, and they practice, secure relationships or attachment styles. But then a lot of us, most of us, I dare say, we didn't have the best effective communicators as parents. Hello, and welcome back to another episode here on the Bridge Reacts, and I'm your host here on the channel. Welcome to Here on the Bridge. We're talking about good things, great things, and also, of course, positive things as well. Here on the Bridge, where we believe in long-lasting relationships, marriages, strong connections, stronger families. It all starts with the family unit, strong communities, and of course, within the culture. If you like what we talk about here on the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button, notification bell as well. Welcome to the channel. Really appreciate you. Thank you so much. Today's video, we are talking about attachment styles of love, relationships. Romantically, typically. If you're not aware of attachment styles, here is Psych2Go is the YouTube channel, and we are going to look at it right now. Please check out the original content creator. You're going to get straight to it. I'll leave my final thoughts for the very end. Let's get it.
Do you ever think about why you're more inclined to attract or be attracted to certain types of people? Or why the people you've dated in the past weren't as compatible with you as you thought? Love involves constant choice, commitment, and work, which all demand an intuitive understanding both of your partner and of yourself. One useful piece of information is learning about you and your partner's attachment styles. The intent of learning about attachment styles isn't to box love up neatly into categories, nor does it mean you're stuck with one attachment style forever. In fact, it's important to note that as time goes on, your attachment style can change from the way you evolve as a lover. If things have become fragile between you and your partner, realize that this is your chance to grow. Here are the 4 attachment styles in love.
Riz. W-Riz.
Number 1, secure.
And this is the one you want to be, ladies and gentlemen. If you aren't already secure in your relationship, in your love attachment style, work towards this. This is the key.
When you have a secure attachment style, you have a great advantage in love.
Look at them go.
You feel comfortable going to your partner when something is off, and in return, you allow your partner absolute freedom. People with a secure attachment style tend to have honest, open, and equal relationships where both partners can thrive and grow together at a healthy pace. They understand how to merge together to form a stable ground they can stand and operate on. This probably sounds too good to be true, but security is not to be confused with perfection.
Correct.
People with a secure attachment style experience conflict and bad days just like any other couple.
All relationships do. All marriages do. Nothing's perfect, man. Even that perfect couple that you watch and you see, and you idolize, potentially, hopefully you don't, but nothing's perfect. Behind closed doors, I mean, look at Jada and Will. We thought they were perfect at one point.
But what sets them apart is their higher emotional intelligence that helps them communicate their feelings effectively and their ability to problem solve rather than attacking their partners. Essentially, they're highly resilient individuals who understand how to move past obstacles with great care and self-awareness. Number 2, anxious, preoccupied. People with an anxious, preoccupied attachment style tend to romanticize love because it's easier for them to form a fantasy bond with someone instead of something based off a reality. They are often attracted to partners they can save, or in some cases, those who can save them. People who have an anxious, preoccupied attachment
I feel like I was slightly anxious, preoccupied, or the other anxious one that they're going to talk about later on, I think, too. There's like 2, I believe.
Style can be demanding, obsessive, and clingy. They're prone to overanalyzing situations, having mood swings, and often mistake turbulent relationships for passion. They can struggle from insecurities, low self-esteem, and establishing a strong sense of self because they grew up without healthy boundaries and little to no guidance on nurturing their individuality.
And that's real. A lot of people have to go through that. Like, they're raised in Big shout out to the parents. That's not me trying to be funny. Big shout out to our parents, because our parents did the best they can with the tools that they have, of course. So big shout out to the parents. A lot of us, we grew up seeing, dysfunction. Not saying that every marriage is perfect or every marriage is terrible. And we've all seen, traumatizing things. Some people actually grew up in a really solid, nice household with parents didn't really fight much. They didn't get in a lot of arguments. And they practice, secure relationships or attachment styles. But then a lot of us, most of us, I dare say, we didn't have the best effective communicators as parents. And it happens. A lot of us, well, even myself, again, I'm not on my high horse here sitting on this chair in front of this computer and this microphone and camera. I definitely have had a lot of times, even sometimes in the present now, because I'm not perfect, where it's like I don't really understand the boundaries that I even have set myself to a degree, or my lady, right? But I'm a lot better than I was years ago. Growing and learning and developing as an individual and as a lover. We have growth here, right? So.
Number 3, dismissive, avoidant. People with a dismissive,
speak of the devil,
avoidant attachment style tend to be emotionally distant in relationships. They come across as self-sufficient, independent, and can avoid true intimacy. Although space is essential for two people to breathe and be themselves in any relationship, people with a dismissive, avoidant attachment style can seek it more frequently to push themselves away from being vulnerable with their partner. If at any point their partner threatens to leave them, they have the ability to shut their emotions down and pretend like they don't care. But extreme independence is an illusion, because humans need connection in order to survive. As a result, people with an avoidant, dismissive attachment style have very few close relationships with others. Number 4, fearful, avoidant.
I thought there was another one of those anxious ones, but I guess there's 2 avoidant ones.
People with a fearful, avoidant attachment style experience a delicate mixture, fearing being both too close or too distant from their lover. They can be unpredictable and are often overwhelmed by their own emotions. They understand they have to approach others in order to find love, but when people get too close to them, they often hurt them. They fear being abandoned, but struggle with being confident in their partner and relying on them. They face a lot of inner conflict between wanting intimacy and resisting it. As a result, they usually experience many highs and lows in relationships, cling to their partners when they feel rejected, and if not careful, can end up in abusive relationships. Similar to the dismissive, avoidant attachment style, these individuals have very few close relationships with others. Accepting what your attachment style is and recognizing the work that comes with it can be life-changing and powerful. And we hope that this information can teach you to become more self-aware and help you become a better lover. Which attachment love style do you resonate with, and how has it affected your relationships? Please share your thoughts with us below.
And share your thoughts with us here on The Bridge. Really appreciate that. And I'll get straight to my final thoughts, and we'll wrap up this video. So my final thoughts, right? When it comes to attachment styles, it's just another tool, another thing that you can utilize to grow closer with your person, the person that you are entertaining, that hopefully you are taking very serious if you're in a relationship. Because we're trying to court in 2025 and further. No more dating, we're trying to court. And a lady is being courted, right? Or whatever you believe in, you want to be courted, you want to do the courting, I guess, as a lady. Sure, tickle your fancy. It's not mine. We should want to have intentionality. We should want to have strong connections. We want to, of course, do the shadow work. I haven't done a video on shadow work yet. Spoilers, might be the next video. But being able to uncover and unlearn certain things that we may have held and experienced, like traumas or whatever from previous relationships, or just watching our parents and stuff like that. We need to unlearn those things and have real deeper connections with individuals who we truly want to be in relationships with for the long haul, and build a family, build a dynasty, build community with, right? It all starts with understanding yourself, understanding the other person, and being able to converse that. That's what it's all about, literally. And like attachment styles, please tell me in the comments, make this video a little bit shorter. Please tell me in the comments which attachment style you think you might have, or which your partner might have. If you want to get spicy, your ex, whatever. let's keep it formal, and let's keep it clean. But I'd say genuinely, and I know it's going to sound like, I'm like above all, I'm not. Very flawed individual. I'm trying to be better every day. But I truly believe I am much more in this secured attachment style than I ever was in my life. And I definitely was much more in the anxious of the second one. I forget what it was called. But when I went to therapy, and I've had like 7, 8 different sessions with my current therapist, we talked about attachments. I had no idea about attachment styles when it comes to like love and relationships and within yourself. I was giving him everything that I knew about myself, and I was being very honest, and I told him straight up, hey, please tell me about myself. That's why I'm doing this. This is why I'm paying you. This is why we even conversate. I want to know more about myself, and I'm not someone who lies to themselves often. I'm human, but give it to me straight, right? And with the information, things that I gave my therapist, he told me that I was in a secure attachment style, and I was kind of shocked. I was like, are you sure? Even with the other things I said, and he was like, no, seriously, like you're much more secure attachment style. Maybe there's a little bit of that anxious attachment style to it as well, but for the most part, you actually seem like you're in the secure attachment style. So I was a little shocked, honestly, but that makes me good. That makes me feel great, and things can change as you change and grow. So just keeping an eye on that and just like monitoring it and understanding, are you becoming much more avoidant, anxious, fearful, avoidant, stuff like that. That could be detrimental to the relationship and how you interact with the other person, or how you even may interact with yourself to a degree. Talk about self-love a lot here on the channel. But again, please tell me your final thoughts in the comment section, what you think you might have when it comes to attachment styles. This was a pretty solid video. I like this video. The animations seem a little childish to me, but it's okay. We learned something today, right? Hopefully. If you didn't learn anything, it's a like button you hit. If you want the subscribe button, whatever, right? I'll catch you guys in the next video. Really appreciate you, and thank you for stopping by. See another episode here on The Bridge. And be safe out there. Let's have true, real connections, real relationships. Let's heal and grow together and do better. I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.